Norway is a very rich country. There's virtually zero poverty there. You'll hardly ever see homeless people. If the people don't have a home, basically the government will get them in a home and help them out until they can get a job and working. So some of the poor people have it better than the people in the U.S., like the middle class people in the U.S. But in Norway, there's a huge middle class of people, and there's very few rich or poor people. They just have a enormous middle class where everyone's about the same because of all the taxes that they have and everything like that. In Norway, there's an enormous, especially if you're in the larger cities, there's an enormous amount of refugees from other countries. So that's a majority of the people that you'll teach are these refugees from Africa and Spain and all these different countries that are there. Mostly African countries. I've met someone from almost every country in Africa at some point while I was there. But they just live there, and they'll help them find jobs in Norway and help them learn the language and everything like that. And you'll meet them everywhere, and they're all super nice. But daily life, public transportation is huge there. Everyone basically takes the bus. A car is so expensive there. Not very few people, but a lot of people will just rely on the public transportation. It works really well there. Missionaries have no problem getting around. There are cars for missionaries there, but not in every area. Very few of the areas have cars. A lot of the people there just have normal jobs like you'd have here in the US. There aren't very many. Oil's a huge deal there. So a lot of people will work with the oil companies, and they'll be in certain areas in Norway. When you're a missionary, there'll be families from America or other countries that are moved over there for oil that are members. Shopping in Norway, every city has a center, like a midpoint, where it's basically like you just walk the streets. They're like too narrow for cars to get in, and so you have to park on like the outsides of it. But it's like a shopping area where there's just like food stores and shopping, like clothes stores, and you just kind of walk through, and all of them are like really pretty and nice, and that's where you'll do most, like you're talking to people you're contacting is in these cities if you're a missionary. But everything is super expensive there. Everything will be about 5 times more expensive there than it is here, just because the cost of living is so much higher there.